Hello everybody, welcome back. And last week's video we had gone through the partial obedience of Balaam and where he asked for forgiveness to God and God provided him a second chance. Please see the previous videos to understand what we are talking about. Since we know what to understand this topic, so we know what's been happening. Well, Balaam asked forgiveness to God and God gives him a second chance. So what happened there? We can read there in the 22nd chapter now, the 36th and 37th and 38th verse. Let's read it. Okay. When Balak heard that Balaam had come, he went out and to meet him at the city of Moab and on the border formed by the Aram and the extremity of the border. And Balak said to Balaam, "Did I not send you to call you? Why did you not come? And am I not able to honor you?" Balaam said to Balak, "Behold, I have come to you. Have I now any power of my own to speak anything? That the word that God puts in my mouth that I must speak." Balak treated him with great honor and asked him why you delayed to come, and mentioned here again that about the rewards. He says, in general, kings, the mindset will be angry if anybody disobeyed or did not listen to what they had said instantly. But the king here is trying to please him because this is an example of a general mindset or of a fallen human mindset. If they they can accept anything to change themselves. So he's in this fallen human mindset and he's ready to accept anything he is and to change themselves. If anything accept from them by others, then we can see their original character. So he is saying that why you took so long to come, because I was waiting for you so long for you to come, even though I gave you all those rewards. But then we see any normal king would actually be very furious at this person because they're the king. They would expect this to happen. But since he's in this fallen human mindset, he's ready to accept anything, and except the point where if anything is accepted from others, but from them by others, they will not accept, since there will be then we will see the original character here. So we can see the king was ready to accept anything since they can change. He's ready, to accept anything, and they change characters to change themselves. We know the reason, but the only reason they will change themselves to the original character of being an original character is if they accepted anything from others. So though he tried to please him in all the way, Balaam told him he can't say anything to please him, and he can only deliver the word of God. So Balaam took him to one of the peaks where they can see Israelites. He has done everything according to what Balaam required for the sacrifice and offered to God. But now we can read what God delivered through Balaam to Balak and about the Israelites from 23rd chapter 8 to 10 verse. "How can I curse whom God has not cursed? How can I denounce whom the Lord hasn't denounced? From the top of the crags I see him, from the hills I behold him. Behold, a people dwelling alone, and a nation not counting itself among the nations. How can I count the dust of Jacob, or the number of fourth part of Israel? Let me die the death of the upright, and let me end be like this." So as soon as Balak heard these words, he was shocked and asked Balaam, "What have you done to me? I asked you to curse them, but you have blessed them." And Balaam replied to him and said, "I told you, I can only do what the word of God is and has put in my mouth. So we can continue about this next week. But we can understand, instead of Balaam cursing them, he actually blesses them, since he says he can only do what the God does. And for a recap, we read the two verses about first we read the two verses about where Balak is saying why you took so long, since he's saying Balak treated him with honor, but he delayed to come and meant the rewards, we know. Then in the general king mindset, we understand they'll be very angry, not instantly. But here the king is trying to please him, because this is an example of the general mindset of a fallen human. The mindset, if they need to accept anything and they change themselves, because they have to do this because in this problem they are facing. But we understand if they accepted anything from others, their character will change to the original character. We can understand how Balak had accepted this because the situation he thinks he is in is a very big situation. So he is saying he's ready to accept anything. So he's trying to please Balaam, and he's trying to come to the mountain to curse the Israelites. We can see. So I hope you understood today's video, and we understand at the end, Balaam actually blesses the Israelites, not curses them. And we can understand more about this next week. So see you then. Bye.